sketchy as hell. I mean, they're funny, but them boys kinda thick.
Sketchy as hell in the logo. Chillin' with the brodies, I solo. Hit a one, hit it on the low. Cuddle with the homies, no homo way. Fuck your homophobia. I put the homies over ya. Acting so salty, so sodium. Hit a clean sweep custodian. Sketchy as hell on the logo. Chillin' with the brodies, I solo.
Yes, hello once again. Welcome back, Chicago, to the Breakfast Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Sunnyside Michael. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. I'm having a pretty decent one myself. Today, I have two guests, two coworkers of mine here on the podcast that I've been so excited to pick all of their thoughts about breakfast-related things. We have a fun little topic today. Today's topic is best and worst personal breakfast experiences. Let me introduce my first guest, Ron Steen. Ron, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well today. I had a hearty breakfast, so I'm feeling...
What was your breakfast loadout looking like today, Ron?
Man. I woke up and immediately knew from my internal sodium levels that I needed a steak.
We got a man who monitors his sodium levels. Mm-hmm. That's how you know we're dealing with an expert right
Exactly.
here.
Thank you. I ate the steak and 2 eggs on top of it.
2 eggs on top of the steak?
And half of one of the eggs was raw. So It really just got me going.
That could mess up the whole equation right there.
It was intentional, actually.
Really?
No, I cooked my eggs to be 1.5 raw.
Really?
Right, yeah.
What's your method behind that? Any reason why?
I can't disclose that because of numerous legal reasons and pending investigations, but I will say that it's never tasted better.
I'll say no more, Well, we have a very strict confidentiality agreement here on the Breakfast Podcast, as our listeners know, but I'll be interested to hear more about your personal breakfast habits as we get into these deep stories.
Absolutely.
And on the other side of me, we have my other guest, BJ Blanderson. BJ, how are you doing today?
Hello there. Yes, it is BJ Blanderson. Nice to meet you.
What was your breakfast loadout looking like today, Mr. Blanderson?
Well, typically my breakfast consists of lots of high protein.
High protein?
That being said, our guest host today brought up the type of egg that they enjoy consuming, and me personally, I like a burnt egg.
A burnt egg?
A burnt egg.
That is controversial. Ron, what do you have to say to that?
There are a lot of things I'd like to say about that. Most of them negative, and most of them containing curses. So I'm going to start with what the fuck. I'm going to follow up with why the fuck. And I think I'm going to close with you stupid fuck.
That seems pretty concise, Blanderson. What do you have to retort with that with? Because honestly, I can't say that I'm surprised. I'm asking myself a lot of the same questions right now too.
It's just a regional choice of mine, based off my country of origin.
What is your country of origin exactly, might I ask?
Yes, you may ask.
Okay, what is your country of origin? Mr. Blanderson, I'm really going to need you to answer the question as to where your country of origin is.
Hello there, this is BJ. This is how I talk now.
All right.
And I am from the south of Wales.
South of Wales?
Yes.
I didn't know there was anything south of Wales.
Southern Wales.
Southern Wales. What town in Wales are you from?
Wales.
Wales City. Interesting. Ron. Now, Ron has asked some very pertinent questions as to why the fuck you have decided to cook your eggs burnt.
I'd also like to add to my question, is it a custom in Wales City, Wales, South Wales, to burn the fuck out of your eggs like a fucking dumbass?
I'd like to propose a question to answer your own question.
Okay.
Where is it that you're from, Ron?
Where is it that you are from, Ron?
I'm from Sweet Lips, Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Sweet Lips, Tennessee, is it common for you all to be complete and utter dumbasses.
Oh, okay. All right, fellas. I can already start to tell that this is getting a little bit heated.
Yes, heated like my eggs.
Yes. Okay. Well, okay. I feel like I should interject a little bit here.
Please, Dan.
Ron cooks half of his eggs.
Yes.
You overcook them. My question is that I have to ask: why don't either of you cook your eggs like normal people? Is it?
Please, could you define normal for me?
I guess. I mean, maybe this is showing my ignorance a little bit of other cultures, but like, I mean, I just like scrambled, sunny side, hard boiled. That was about the long and short of it where I grew up. So.
Precisely. And where was it that you grew up? May I ask, sunny side?
So I growing up wasn't very easy for me. I grew up in the Bronx, which not the Bronx in New York. There's a small town in Michigan called the Bronx. It often gets confusing when I tell this story to people. But my dad used to scramble my eggs every day. That sounds like a euphemism, but it isn't. He would just make scrambled eggs for me, and it was very nice of him. And he always... Mr. Blandison, I brought you on this podcast to have a respectful dialect.
My apologies, my accent.
The man is telling a story, and I'm fucking crying already.
Yeah, thank you. See, I appreciate you being so open with your emotions, Ron. It really, really means a lot to me. So, yeah, my dad would always stress the importance of a good breakfast to me. And one day, since I can think of no better way to segue into the topic of worst breakfast experiences, one day my father skipped breakfast. It was the only day I'd ever known him to skip breakfast in my entire life. And I said, Dad, you always eat breakfast. What's the deal? And he was like, don't worry, son. I'm running late for work. I just, I'll grab a bagel on my way or something. Not 5 minutes later, my mom got a call from one of his coworkers saying that his brain had melted out through his ears due to lack of nutrients.
Oh God!
Yeah, it was really hard for me. So yeah, that kind of has to top the worst breakfast experiences for me. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think are some of your. Sorry, just got a little heavy there. But we this is an emotionally raw podcast.
We're men. We can talk about man things and let the tears from each other's cheeks stream down into one pool.
I'm a woman, actually.
What?
BJ.
I've been calling you Mister this whole time. I'm terribly sorry, but why didn't you correct me on it sooner?
I'm also hard of hearing.
Oh, okay. I see.
We're awful people. We just misgendered you for so long. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's very common from where I'm from. Wales.
Is that Southern Wales, Wales City, Wales?
Southern Wales City of Southern Wales.
It's the southern. It's the Southern Wales City of Southern Wales.
Southernmost part of Wales City in the southernmost part of Wales. Wales.
What neighborhood did you?
What neighborhood?
What neighborhood of South Wales City, South Wales, did you grow up in?
Briarwood. The neighborhood Briarwood. Do you want to know what street I grew
you're from Briarwood?
Do you want to know what street I grew up on?
Oh,
sure.
Briarwood. Why did you say
yeah,
so?
I can tell by your accent.
I fucking knew I knew
Yeah.
I grew
somewhere.
up in Briarwood on the street on Wales Street.
On Wales Street?
So I grew up in Wales Street in Briarwood in the southernmost part of Wales. In the southernmost part of Wales. Wales.
So while we're on the topic of your country of origin,
Yes.
now being from Wales in the United Kingdom, you must be familiar with the fact that British food is fucking deplorable. How do you manage to get a good breakfast given your limited food resources in a nation with as shitty edible cuisine as the United Kingdom?
Well, I have to say I feel targeted and attacked. To begin. to begin with.
All right. Well, I mean, like, nothing personal. It's just that, like, your country's terrible and I don't respect it. But, you know, like, nothing personal.
We are going through the recent loss of our monarchy, of our queen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So please have some respect, you.
It's going pretty...
Fucking... Yeah, you. I'm talking to you.
You're looking at me? I don't understand why.
Talking to both of you.
You were looking dead at me. I don't know why you're saying
I'm kind of... Ron,
I have a lazy eye.
Ron, I'm going to need you to back me up on this, honestly. Now I feel like I've made this an international incident, so to speak.
Okay.
Yes, indeed you have.
Look.
Ron with this fucking egg. Fucking half-cooked
Okay,
egg.
don't bring the eggs into it. Don't bring the eggs into it. Let Ron stay...
No. Bring the eggs into it. You want to know?
Personally, I'm more partial to dinner.
Fuck you.
than
Okay.
breakfast.
No. Shut the fuck up.
Breakfast.
Shut the fuck up.
A podcast dedicated to breakfast.
Mrs. Blanderson.
Pish posh.
Mrs. Blanderson. Mrs. Blanderson.
What?
I understand that you're upset.
I'm not married.
Ms. Blanderson.
Yes. I
I
have a dedicated partner.
understand that you're upset. I understand that you're upset.
Yes.
But there's no need to slander the podcast. There's no need to slander breakfast because it is disrespectful. I know I just said that I hate your country, but that is low.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is your favorite movie The Breakfast Club?
My favorite movie is El Camino, but The Breakfast Club is a close second.
And you, Ron?
Full Metal Jacket.
Interesting, Ron. Why is, you know what? I know this is a breakfast podcast, but please elaborate. Why is your favorite movie Full Metal Jacket?
In that movie, there's a scene where Vincent D'Onofrio's character, I forget his name, is probably Full Metal or Jacket, one of those three, but he's scrubbing the toilets, the urinals,
Yeah.
with a toothbrush, and then he goes to the next scene, and then I don't know, they're eating breakfast in the morning, and he's got 1.5 eggs cooked regularly, and the last half raw, and that changed me. And I used to watch that movie all the time with my dad, and
Ron, I'm really empathetic to your situation. Honestly, like, I mean, for one, Full Metal Jacket's a pretty good movie. I won't lie, but also just like, you know, having that connection with your dad is like something that like I feel like I really value in my association with breakfast, and I'm glad that we could like relate on that. I know that like not too many people in Britain have good father figures.
I grew up without a father.
Now we're at the root of the problem, aren't we?
I also grew up without a father. You want to know why?
What is that?
When I was about 12 years old, we went into a Waffle House, and some tourists came in after us. I don't remember where they said they were from, but I think it was Wales or something. And they started. I'll take my eggs burnt, please. And my dad said, "What? That's so fucking weird." And he said, "Come on, son, let's leave." But as soon as we were leaving, because they got their eggs so burnt, the Waffle House burned down.
Down south, homie do his thing for real. Always sliding through his domicile. Booty kinda fat, got a Copperfield. Then it disappeared, David Copperfield. Homie from the burbs, rapper for the nerds. Always hold it down, but he struggle with the nerves. He got a booty too, you can see it in his curves. I'ma be real, trying to see it in reverse. Then there's me, bitch. Ay, I'm I'm a genius. Only weakness that my booty's fat too. It's not taboo. We just bad dudes. We just naturals. This is factual. Sketchy as hell on the logo. Chillin' with the brodies on solo. Hit a one, hit it on the low. Cuddle with the homies, no homo. Wait, fuck your homophobia. I put the homies over ya. Acting so salty, so sodium.